I want to thank you for inviting me to speak to you on World Oceans Day as we launch the Blue Hope campaign. I hope that you and your families are safe and well. In these very difficult times, it is reassuring to see so much energy being focused on addressing the threats facing our global ocean. From individuals to businesses to governments, we need to keep up the pace. And the evidence is very clear. Marine ecosystems face huge pressures from human activity. 1/3 of marine mammals are threatened with extinction. Nearly 90% of the world's marine fish stocks are now fully exploited, overexploited, or depleted. Half of the world's coastal waters have been degraded. And when it comes to plastic, we face a stomach-churning challenge. We've seen massive coverage on plastic pollution affecting every single part of our ocean, right the way down to the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of our ocean. 100,000 mammals and 1 million birds die every year from eating or getting tangled in ocean plastic. Millions of tons of plastic still enters the marine environment every single year. And if we do nothing, the amount of plastic in our ocean is set to treble by 2025. Now, I don't think there's any question that people around the world want this problem to be solved, but it requires a massive escalation of effort on all of our parts. This Blue Hope campaign will raise awareness on the scourge of ocean plastic pollution and the damage it causes to marine and biodiversity, and it will encourage action to tackle it. Now, in the UK, we are getting our own house in order. We're putting the emphasis on making products that last and can be repaired or recycled. We want to design waste right out of the system. We've taken practical steps to eliminate what we don't need, from one of the world's toughest bans on microbeads and restrictions on the supply of plastic straws, buds and stirrers coming into force this October. Our 5p charge for plastic bags has seen 90% fewer bags sold by the main retailers, meaning fewer plastic bags on the beaches and the seafloor. And we've consulted on plans to extend those charges and will publish our response very soon. But we cannot tackle global ocean plastic pollution alone. And we want to help other countries leapfrog the mistakes that the developed nations have made in the past. Since 2018, we've committed up to £70 million to tackling plastic waste, working alongside friends like Rwanda and Samoa in the Commonwealth Clean Ocean Alliance. 34 out of 54 Commonwealth nations are committed to reducing ocean plastic pollution to help meet the Sustainable Development Goals, especially SDG 14, Life Below Water. And I'm absolutely delighted that in recent weeks, this alliance has grown by 3 new members: the Maldives, Nigeria, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We're funding global research and stopping plastic from entering the ocean in the first place too, encouraging recycling in the textile industry, supporting circular economies worldwide, and developing marine litter action plans through our Commonwealth Litter Programme. And we're supporting 165,000 young people through the UN Environment's Tide Turners Plastic Challenge badge, a West African hit gone global, inspiring a new generation of leaders to tackle plastics with their communities. And it's shocking that 2 billion people currently have no access to waste collection service. So we're working closely with the World Economic Forum to support the Global Plastic Action Partnership, mobilizing investment to avert plastic pollution from source to sea by 2025 by fast-tracking circular economy solutions. National plastic action partnerships have already launched in Ghana and in Indonesia. Sea-based sources of plastic pollution matter too. Ghost fishing gear can account for around 40 to 70% of marine litter by weight. So we're supporting communities around the world to take steps to prevent it being lost, abandoned, or discarded through the Global Ghost Gear Initiative. Working at scale brings results, and we cannot tackle climate change, help nature recover, or help the world's poorest people build sustainable, resilient livelihoods without supporting the health of our ocean. So as custodians of the 5th biggest marine estate in the world, we are leading the charge in protecting the ocean. We have protected an area almost twice the size of England around the UK, and we will do more. Our Blue Belt programme of marine protected areas around the overseas territories is on track to protect an area of ocean the size of India, from the biodiversity jewel of Ascension Island to the subantarctic wilderness of South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. We are backing mangrove restoration projects, helping vulnerable coastal communities in Madagascar, Indonesia, Latin America, and the Caribbean restore mangrove forests, protecting people from storm surges, storing carbon, and supporting fisheries. And a new £500 million investment in a new Blue Planet Fund will help countries protect marine resources from key anthropogenic threats like climate change, plastic pollution, and overfishing. But we share one global ocean, and we need a whole Earth effort. So I'm delighted that the UK Prime Minister has chosen to put nature at the heart of the UN Climate Change COP26, which the UK, in partnership with Italy, will host in Glasgow next year. We're working very closely with the Chinese, who will be hosting its biodiversity-focused sister CBD conference in Kunming. And I was thrilled that at the UN last year, our Prime Minister launched the Global Ocean Alliance in support of a new CBD target to protect at least 30% of the global ocean by 2030, including an ambitious outcome from the UN BBNJ agreement to establish an effective mechanism for designating marine protected areas in the high seas. The Global Ocean Alliance has continued to grow, and on World Ocean Day, I am so pleased to announce 7 new joiners today, taking the total to 20 countries. We all depend on our ocean, and we have a duty to act now on behalf of every generation who will also rely on a healthy ocean. So let us build on this positive start using Blue Hope to keep the dialogue flowing so we can roll out solutions for the long-term health of the ocean that we all share.